tonight's ceremony with a holdover from the class of 2018, who was unable to make last year's event, but has made it to join us tonight so we can honor her amazing career. Let's get right to the video for 2001 grad and two-sport star, Jennifer White.
Jennifer White was a dual-sport star from the outset of her career at Gettysburg College, going on to capture a total of 7 All-Centennial Conference honors in her 4 years. The Quakertown, Pennsylvania native began her collegiate athletics career alongside the field hockey team and quickly established herself as a major contributor for the nationally renowned program.
Jenny White had a huge impact on the Gettysburg field hockey program. She was a dynamic player, loved game day, and just was a firecracker for our offensive line. She was the type of player that had a nose for the goal, and we could rely on her to produce a point, as her stats tell that story. Having 71 points in 75 games, the girl made a difference.
During her time with the Bullets field hockey team, White helped the program capture conference titles in 1997, 1998, and 1999. She was named All-Conference in each of her final 3 seasons, including first-team honors in 2000. As a senior, White led the team with 9 goals and 22 points on the way to being named All-America Third Team. She played alongside the program's biggest stars and made her own mark as a prominent figure on the roster.
The time that Jen competed at Gettysburg, the women's field hockey team was super strong, as they are now. She had a lot of great teammates around her, and collectively, they just were dominant, winning 3 conference championships in her 4 years. You can't do that alone, and she really worked well with her teammates around her, and they collaborated so well together. And that attacking unit, on any given day, someone could be the one that shined, and they really complemented all the roles that they brought to the team.
In the spring, the versatile White traded her stick for her bat and took her cuts with the softball team. In her first season with the team, she set single-season records for hits, doubles, triples, and total bases. She hit over 400 in each of her first 2 seasons with the Bullets and went on to become the first Gettysburg player to be named first-team All-Centennial Conference 4 times. In 1999, she helped the Bullets clinch the league crown and advance to the NCAA Division III playoffs.
Being a two-sport athlete at Gettysburg is an incredible accomplishment, and having the type of success that Jenny did in both field hockey and softball, 7 all-conference awards, 4 conference titles within her 4 years, is incredible. Her ability with her bat and her field hockey stick lended itself to amazing eye-hand coordination that served her really well in both of these sports.
White graduated from Gettysburg with a degree in health and physical education in 2001. She remains an active athlete, competing in softball tournaments across the country while working as a health and physical education teacher at the Philadelphia Academy Charter School. One of the most decorated two-sport student-athletes in the history of Gettysburg College, White can add another piece of hardware to her trophy case as a prominent member of the Hall of Athletic Honor.
Jen White most certainly has earned this incredible honor, for she has more than represented the orange and blue with pride, dedication, and a game day mentality that we will all long remember.
Thank you and good evening. It's truly an honor to be standing before you, and I want to thank all my family and everyone that's involved in getting me here, because it was quite a challenge. Before I start with my speech, I want to start with the fact that it's been too long. I've been away for over 18 years, and when I came back on the campus and I got an opportunity to see the field hockey girls and speak to them and I got the opportunity to sit and talk to my coach and just shoot and talk about the old things and all the people that were around me. I truly was blessed when I was here because I had so many athletes that were talented and such a support system that helped me. As I'm getting ready to talk about my support system, I want to apologize to my mom because she doesn't want to hear this about herself. She has a hard time taking compliments. I was not, Gettysburg wasn't my first choice, and as I sat with Coach and we were trying to recall and think about the recruiting time, there was really no recruiting time. This was on a whim, and it actually ended up working out. But first, I want to talk about my awesome family and my mom. My family had to make a lot of sacrifices. Like I said, Gettysburg wasn't my first choice that I was looking at, and there were many colleges that were interested in having me play sports for them. However, after a few visits at the big colleges, I went home one day and I had to talk to my mom and tell her that I couldn't take any of those offers. It was a trying day. She cried a little. She was wondering how she would get me through college because she knew I wanted to go to college, but I wasn't accepting an offer from a college that just wanted me to play one sport. Soon after, she brought me here and we had our walking tour, and it was right around the fountain. The fountain was going. It was a gorgeous blue day. You could almost smell field hockey in the air. And she turned to me and she smiled and she told me, she goes, "You're going here, aren't you?" I tried to play it off, I really did. Oh, no, I'm not going here. But she already knew that Gettysburg was a match for me and I was a match for it. And it was thanks to her and my brother that I was able to do some of the things I was and actually be one of the first people in my family to attend college and graduate college. So I do want to thank my mom for that and my brother. When people ask me where I attended, I joke around and tell them Gettysburg. It's better than Disney World. I'm not quite sure if that's true because the whole Star Wars complex thing coming out. However, Gettysburg truly was better than Disney World for me. It was the place that molded me into the person I am now as a teacher, coach, official, and just overall family member and human being. It wasn't until a few years ago, and actually when I started seeing some people here on campus, that I realized that playing a sport is very difficult. Playing 4 years, many don't do it. Playing 2 sports is very unique and special, and I think I took it granted for it because I truly just played the sports I loved. For field hockey, when I walked on, because I didn't come the first 2 weeks, and I think that was just planning, I didn't want to get sore like some of my roommates. There were 24 of us. There were 24 awesome freshmen. Thank goodness we were living close to each other, so when we walked up and down the stairs, we could just shake our heads and nod, and everyone understood that it was hard even sitting on a toilet. True story. But when I ended, there was, in the one picture, there were 6. Christy, she was unable to finish our season with us, so my senior year, there were 5. 5 of us that ended field hockey from 24, and that tells you to a testament of how hard it is and how truly special it is to be in a D3, and it takes a lot of work. It's not as easy as everyone thinks. The truth of the matter is that I was blessed. I was blessed to be on 2 incredible teams. I went to the NCAAs twice, and in 3 years in field hockey, we made it to playoffs twice. For softball, I believe it was 2. Most people don't get to say that. I never thought that I was going to break records or set records, and truly, as Coach said on the video, I was a game day player, not so much practice. game day, turning it on, and where was I kind of hiding it? And I think that's where her frustration was with me. And she bared with me, and she put up with me for 4 long years. I was talented to be around girls. I was talented to be around a family. It was the first time I truly understood what a team family was. Not someone that was trying to get my position, someone that was trying to make me better on the field and also off the field. I was trying to aspire to amazing people like Becky Griffin and Seth Fisher, who I could never ever beat in anything. And Mandy Wilson in softball, someone that came in after me, and I'm pretty sure she was a little bit smaller than me, but she still hit the ball so much farther. I truly just wanted to live up to people's dreams and fill shoes of people that I saw on my team. There are so many more people that I have to thank. Coaches that during my senior year, when I thought about just leaving it all because I was student teaching, talked to me, even though that they were coaching at a different college. Spent the time to make sure that they invested in me. And it went a lot farther. I truly don't have time to thank all of those people, but I want to thank them all, and hopefully they'll watch us so they know what they mean. Because there were some amazing things that happened, like being part of Coach's 500th win for field hockey and trying to fill her room with balloons, which horribly went wrong because we did not quite exactly know how many balloons it took to fill an office. And our office was pretty tiny, so that's how many balloons we had. Or talking about going and being in a warm-up where Coach is telling us to stretch and focus, and we're thinking of words that are just wrong to say. All those things, and with all those things happening, something clicked that made my 4 years here magical, and through that magic, I was able to be on teams that did amazing things with amazing people. And in all honesty, they just let me do what I wanted to do, which was play a game that I love. I do love something a little bit more now, which is my husband for 10 years and my family. However, they let me play they let me do my second love, which is playing sports, and I just happen to do it well with a lot of talented people. So I want to thank you for having me here. Thank you for inducting me. I don't think it truly has sunk in yet, some of the things I have done here, because in all honesty, like so many people said, it was just so easy to be here, and I was a right fit, and Gettysburg was a right fit for me. So thank you.